Welcome back everybody to another episode over here on Plexiglass Mountains. And today we got a couple things to do. Now let's start off with our bad boy digital miner over here. I did actually set it up, but I'm gonna show you guys how to set it up. Well, and he has been working like for a while. I actually told him to mine lightstone because I want to use it to build, and yeah, you can see he's been doing wonders. Now let me actually show you how this guy works. Now first things first, I'm gonna stop him right here. Yes, and I'm going to reset him. Yes, he's gonna get reset. It's okay, it doesn't matter for now. And as soon as you place it down, he'll be all off over here. And I do want him to have auto eject on, which means he'll auto eject anything that he has here in the inventory. As you see, I put the redstone. He's now outputting the redstone. Yep, there it is. There we go. And I also want to add silk touch. Now the problem with having silk touch is the cost. Well, you can see it's taking right now 874 FE per tick, but if I toggle on silk touch, it's now over 10,000. That's also because I have this configured into the largest area it can be, which is a radius of 32. And I told it to go from Y30 until Y minus 60. Because this will basically grab everything like diamonds, diamonds, redstone, iron, lapis, uranium, osmium, everything. Now I set this one to 30, so it will also grab a little bit of coal, because I kind of want a little bit of coal, not gonna lie. And then you actually have to go through these filters over here, and what I did in this first filter was basically just type forge _ores, and then you save it. And then this will basically tell you that all the ores, which are forge ores, which is basically every single ore, will get picked up by the digital miner. And then since I wanted the lightstone, the lightstone is actually from the mod called soul ice, so I added that mod ID filter, and I just typed soul _ ice, you save, and boom, there it goes. It shows up as red, but don't worry, it's actually working right now. And then if I tell it to start, it calculates immediately all the blocks that is going to break. So you can see he's still going to be breaking 17,000 blocks. Now I did give this guy a couple of upgrades right here. I gave him 4 upgrades in speed and 8 upgrades in energy. Why? Well, he kind of needed to have a lot more energy and be a little bit more efficient, because it was not working as soon as I put the speed upgrades in, and I had to reduce because I had 8 speed upgrades, so he was mining things pretty fast. You can see the rate that what he's mining is okay, but he was double this speed by the way. But then while I had these machines working and this guy tried to keep up, well, he wasn't keeping up, as you guys can see, and he isn't keeping up right now as well, because this guy ran out of things to burn. Yes, the crusher ran out of things to burn. Well, luckily for me, I got this farm here, which I've been basically using these seeds as just straight up fuel over there. Just because they are useless to me right now, and since the farm keeps producing more, this is like the best use I have for these guys right now. So I can just walk them over there. I even have a hopper, so I can fill this guy in, and there we go. Now everything should be back up and running. Okay, so what could possibly be next after having the digital miner set up, you ask? Well, there's a couple of things. First of all, I would like to automate the processing of all of these ores. The problem with that would be that I'm not sure I have the power right now to do such a thing. So this can run as it is. I do need to keep an eye on the stuff down there, but this can run. But I kind of want to make it a better option, and the better option from Mekanism would be the Fission reactor. Now the fission reactor is very expensive, since it uses, as you guys can see, it uses lead, and then steel casings, which is steel. And then this guy actually uses elite controls. This guy is the same steel casing, and then this guy uses a ton of lead and a ton of osmium. So that's one of the reasons I have this guy running at the level where he can pick up coal, because every now and then I'll have some coal. I process the coal through this enrichment chamber. As you can see, now we got enriched carbon, and I'm using that to make tons and tons of steel right here. I mean, I say tons and tons, but yeah, it's kind of slowly gonna be processing through the iron and then pumping it to the furnace, so it actually pumps out some steel. And I also set up this small barrel over here for some of the ore, so I can try like the full machine assembly over here, like at its peak. And well, I guess this guy could go with a speed upgrade. This guy is doing fine because this guy is doing fine, so I could either upgrade these two into the next level, like into this one, to the advanced. That could be something we could do. This guy is doing fine, this guy is doing fine, this guy is doing all right, but he eventually maxes out because this guy doesn't process like these fast enough, so we might want to take a look at that. And I also moved my iron farms inside, so I don't keep having to run over there, because that was getting a little bit annoying. Because I put a roof, because we're gonna start doing some decorations. These main decorations of the base will mainly be done off camera or over on through streams. This will be a second floor where we can explore some more automation and stuff, because we're probably going to be needing a second floor. Don't worry, the digital miner will also not be staying here. This will most likely be for the computer as soon as I have more discs, because this disc, it's already like filled in items, not in single items, but in types, in item types. So I need to make more of these, and I kind of want to make the bigger version. And the bigger version, well, that will require these 16k, so I need to automate the inscribers, which is hopefully what we're going to be doing today. Okay, I got this area cleaned up, and now I want to process like a ton of silicon as fast as I can. So just put a silicon press and silicon over here. I did actually make the advanced inscribers, because it's actually allowing me to put in a stack, which is really good. And then we gotta make it like into an output somewhere, or just wait a little bit, and then we'll have tons of printed silicon. I've also been thinking about the mecha suits, and if I want to like straight up go for it or not. I think right now I kind of need to like a better power generation before I try and make this. I can make this, I know that I can easily make this, but until I have like this area going for the storage and energy, like I don't know if I want to like get into the mecha suit right now. Okay, I also made this guy giving me some logic circuits with a logic press, and this guy to give me some calculation circuits with a calculation press. I'm still gonna do some more of these guys as soon as I have these guys done, but while these guys are working, I also got this from a chest, a pocket storage unit tier 2. Now this guy can store up to 15 different blocks, and if I take a look here, yeah, or 16 different items, I should say, and it can hold 4k of each. So this is amazing whenever I'm going to mine, because I'm gonna put here all these ores or all these blocks like cobble, dirt, cobble deep slate, light stone, stone, gravel, diorite, granite, andesite. I'm put everything here, and then on my inventory I will only have the resources. And then you can see the recipes uses a tier 1. The tier 1 is pretty easy to do. Tier 2 is also pretty easy to do. Can it go up to a tier? It can go up to a tier 3. Can go to a tier 4, and that's a maximum, because it uses nether stars. I mean, what was I hoping for? It can hold 64 items, and it can hold 1 million of each of those items. So yeah, this thing is incredible. Okay, the logic ones are now done, and what I want to do is just toss all of this into here and make 32 of these logic. And then as soon as I get this guy, which I now just thought, I think I have another calculation. Yes, I do have another calculation press, which means I can now put this guy into also be making these circuits. Yes, the calculation circuits. Perfect. And then I can actually already put like half a stack of these guys into here. I can take off this silicon press and boom. I'm gonna mass produce the logic processors and the calculation processors because we're gonna be needing a ton. Now let's see how many 1Ks I can do, because if we process this here, we can do 32 1K storages. Now in order to upgrade these guys, I'm going to be needing more redstone, some glass, and then these calculation presses. So let me grab that. Okay, I can go all the way up to 10 of these, and then if we click here again, we can go... Wait, where is it? Oh no, we need glowstone now. And we can make 3 16K, and then we can make 1 64K. Now I know we can make a 256. Yes, here it is. So I'm gonna grind, use all the resources that I just got to make a 256K storage. Okay, with this, hopefully we can make a tons more of stuff. Now to get this, oh, we need the charged certus. Oh no. Okay, second try. Let's see, we got all of these guys, and then we can turn them if we just go over here and quickly pick up tons of redstone, because we've been using tons of redstone right now. I think it's better, yeah, like this. Ooh, that's good. And then it gives us 4. Not quite. Kind of need one more. I think I can one more if I can process these logic processors. Just like that, we got ourselves a 250K component. We think we can make it into a cell. Yes, we can. Perfect. But now there's a small issue with this. You might be wondering, well, what is it? Well, it still only gives me 63 types of items. And that's not a lot if you think about it. 63 types of items. Well, I got 57, and well, this is 57. If I dump all of this into here, well, yeah, there we go. We're 64 items. This is 64 different items. So I'm probably gonna like make an entire ME drive filled with 1K disks, having the sole purpose of increasing the types that I can have. So I'm probably gonna fill one of these, but a separate one of these that's basically just gonna have 1Ks, yeah, all over the place, because I want to increase that thing by a lot. But that's now done and dusted. I also captured some chickens because I want to do some better food, so I got some chickens over there. So I have been taking a look at the fission reactor stuff, as you guys can see, and I think I'm gonna do at least a small version of the fission reactor. But I saw that this guy can explode, so I kinda did something. Yeah, I expanded the base upwards a little bit. This is going to be the power tower. Yes, because I want to like close to the ceiling at least, have the machines that can possibly explode, so they don't actually mess with anything I have around here, because the fission reactor can explode if I'm not careful, if I leave it running on a bad way. And I also left this area open right here for a particular reason, because this area right here on top of this, I'm probably gonna make a mob farm. Not maybe directly on top of this, maybe up in the sky or something, then the items drop down. I'm still undecided on that, but yeah, this area will be for a mob farm, and over here it will be for the power generation machines, which there's a lot of. And in the meanwhile, I actually reduced the radius of the digital miner up to 16, so it would end up faster because this thing is full. Take a look at that. And I also put it to mine any quark blocks, so you could later either cover our armor, but I was actually kind of hoping for limestone, but it didn't actually hit any limestone, so yeah, it's kind of sad. Now, you might be wondering, what do you do with stuff like redstone, coal, or diamonds and stuff like that? Well, you can't process it and like multiply it by 4 over that setup, but you can put it into an enriching factory or an enriching machine, and then it will give you more of it. More, sort of. If you put the diamonds like into a smelting, it gives you 1 diamond. With blasting 1, but if you put it into the enrichment chamber, it guarantees 2 diamonds. Now, I think this will always be better than fortune for a simple reason. Fortune is random. This guy is a constant double output. On fortune, you may get unlucky and not get a single thing out of it. But with that, you can get like tons of stuff. With coal, you also get 2, but for example, with redstone, you get 12. Like, that's a lot of redstone we have here. Like, a lot. The lapis is also 12, I think, if we take a look. Yeah, lapis is also 12. There's a bunch of other ores that can be processed, like for example the nyquil, which I can process this. And I'm gonna actually put tons of ores to process. Tons of different ores, like lead and some osmium. And the prosperity shards, I don't know what I can do. I think I'm just gonna fortune these guys out, because they're really not meant to be used through Mekanism. But yeah, you can actually see that we do have a lot of stuff now, because we've been multiplying tons of our ores, which is really good. And I kind of want to put these ingots all into here, but it's in its due time. I made another of these advanced smelting factories because I was really needing the glass production to increase a little bit. I can also take that with me. I'll need lead, or that's silver. I'll take it, because we're now going to be mass producing things for the fission reactor. Because if I type this, yeah, you can see we do not have the steel casings. How many steel casings can I do? Kind of want to do a lot. We did 24 because we're lacking glass. That's okay, actually. Yeah, that's okay. Because all the other ones need, I mean, this one doesn't actually. Ooh, yeah. This guy, the fuel rod. We need quite a few of these guys. Ooh, I would say we would need about 9. From what I'm thinking. No, if I got 3, I'm gonna need about 12 of these guys for what I'm thinking. And now I'm out of redstone. It's okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure we got everything I want. We may need some more glass, but I think I got that sorted as well. And just to let you guys know, I will be setting up my fission reactor, but I will not turn it on for 2 reasons. The first one is we need the fission fuel. If we take a look at here, the fission fuel, yeah, we need this. In order to make this, we need to make this first, the isotropic centrifuge, that's going to use the uranium. And it's actually going to use the fluoride as well with some sulfuric acid. Yeah, this will take a pretty much complex machine on its own. So that will go for the next episode. And we'll also be needing a turbine. And the thing is, the fission reactor on its own does not do what you want it to possibly do, I guess. Yeah, the fission reactor on its own is not gonna be giving you any power. What the fission reactor is gonna give you is steam, and the steam is going to go into the turbine, and the turbine is going to be the one that will be generating power. So that's what you want to have in mind first. Now, I don't necessarily want to have this right like here on this floor, nor on any one of these. That's why I have the roof. Yes, this will be the area where I'll be putting like most of these machines. So if we take a look here, the first thing that I'm gonna be doing is that I'm gonna try and pull this right here, something like this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be needing some more of these blocks if I didn't calculate it right. Yeah, so the base needs to be fission reactor casings, and then you want to set up your fission fuel assemblies in a cross pattern. Like, you don't want them to be connecting. These guys need to like to be only touching in the corners, I guess. Yeah, and I wanted to make it like this. And then you also need these control rod assemblies on top. There we go. Now this, so far, pretty simple, pretty easy. You just set it up, put it in like a cross shape, and then what I'm gonna do is then you need to cover all this. This is a pretty simple. The turbine is a lot more complex in terms of what it actually looks like. So you gotta set it up and put it like this. There we go. Now the top, you also want to have it closed with these blocks, just like this. And on the sides, well, you can do whatever you want with the sides. You just need to bear in mind that you will be needing fission reactor ports and probably a fission reactor logic adapter. This is a failsafe. I'll get to that when we get to that, but the fission reactor ports you will need. So I'm thinking of having my turbine, I guess I'd say there, and then I have the setup for this guy over here. So we would have this guy coming in for the fission fuel. You would ideally have 2 different ports for the turbine, and then you will need one out to the back, for example, to get rid of the waste. And I'll get this guy already into here. The logic adapter, and then you can, oh yeah, you can fill the rest with glass or casings if you want to, but the logic adapter is basically gonna allow me to shut this guy down if anything goes wrong. Like, if anything starts to overheat, it will shut itself off. And now, wait, I'm missing a block. Oh yeah, sorry, this guy, I cannot place him there. Yeah, I can place this down later, I think, but not directly in there. And there we go. We now have a fission reactor sorted. Now, as you can see, he has a lot of stuff in here. He has a coolant tank, he has a fuel tank, he has a heated cool tank, and he also has a waste tank. Well, we will have to set this guy up properly now, and that's gonna be a really complicated process. Because he needs water, he needs fuel, he needs outputs, he needs heat management, he needs a ton of things. Because this guy can explode, and if he explodes, well, that's very bad. Well, I guess we know what we're going to be doing next episode. Next episode, I hope that I can get down to the turbine and to the fission fuel. Because then, this bad boy over here will be turned on. He's way too dangerous to be turned on right now, so I'm just gonna leave him here for a bit until we get the fission fuel and the turbine, because the turbine is basically what's going to manage this guy, because it's going to be the one that's going to be keeping this guy down while using the steam to actually produce a lot more power, or powered, because this guy doesn't actually give me power. But with all that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, and see ya in the next one. Bye.